Hey, what's going on, everybody? Thank you all for joining me at this time. My name is Shavi Zane, and I'm coming on to bring a message for the chosen. If you find that this resonates with you in any way, please be sure to like, subscribe, leave a comment below, and let us know how it resonates with your circumstance. Also, I want to give you all a quick reminder. My Cash App is back up for those of you who are interested in receiving readings from me. I am still doing the $55 30-minute special. I will be extending that offer through January. So check my description box on my channel to see the changes that have been made to my Cash App so that you do not use the wrong information. That's just a quick update. Now, I want to let you all know, chosen. I was just sitting here in my car and I heard your enemies were successful at digging a ditch for you, but they was not successful at getting you to fall in that thing. They successfully dug the ditch, but they failed at getting you in it. Now, this is disappointing a lot of people because the amount of effort that they had to put into trying to create your demise, that took a lot of energy from these beings. They exerted a lot of energy. They did a lot of collaborating. They worked behind your back. They tried to manipulate you. They tried to draw you in. You know how you watch those movies where they have a ditch that's dug, but they put like a bunch of leaves and stuff on top of it. So, they try to lure you in and have you thinking that you're walking on flat land, sturdy land, and then you fall into the ditch. Like these, your enemies have created a lot of illusions for you, hoping that you would walk right into the ditch that they created. They really hope that you would not be able to see their intentions. But you saw right past it. See, the Most High, Mother and Father, and your spiritual team watched them dig that ditch, chosen. They watched them put in all of that work and all of that effort and all of that sweat and passion and anger and bitterness and jealousy, like they really put in the work, y'all. But your spiritual team said no. They decided to reroute you. So if you felt like there was changes that began to happen and you began to be placed on this different path, like a detour, that's only your spiritual team protecting you from the ditch that your enemies had dug specifically for you, chosen. A lot of these beings did this out of straight greed, desperation for abundance. They thought they was going to cash in off of you with no regard, no ethical or moral boundaries, y'all. They did not care. It was all about getting it however they could. But the beautiful thing about you being placed on that detour is that it took you down a different path. It depends on where you're at in your timeline, because for some of you, you're currently being taken down a detour right now. This path is going to bring you a lot of beautiful wisdom, lessons. It's actually going to enhance your creativity. This is actually the path that you was meant to take. You was meant to end up going on this detour. This is not taking you off your route just because your enemies decided to try to create a trap for you or a snare for you. This is not taking you off of your route. They actually did their part to assist you in your navigation, because your spiritual team did not want you taking that path any further. There was nothing else on that path for you anymore. And so you got rerouted for your highest good. So your enemies did not take you off of your pathway. Now, they've dug this ditch, but many of them were so foolish that they forgot to cover their own tracks. I'm going to say it again for the foolish beings in the back that's listening. Many of your enemies were so foolish that they forgot to cover their tracks. So the ditch that they thought that they dug for you, chosen, they're all getting ready to fall into that thing. See, they forgot where they created the illusions. They don't know how to backtrack. So now they're kind of stuck trying to figure out, okay, so what do we do now? Because there's a strong possibility that as we continue to try to navigate out of this mess that we made, that we might fall into this ditch. And that's exactly what's getting ready to happen for them. Ultimately, they dug their own ditch. They really thought they had you, though. They thought that you was going to fall into that ditch and that they was going to be able to collect off of your failures, chosen. They thought that they was going to be able to collect off of your failures. If they could get you out of the way, then they could take your ideas. They could take your name. It really feels like they was working on trying to destiny swap. That's what they was trying to do. Pulling on your energy, wanting to utilize your gifts, siphoning your energy, trying to enhance their manifestations through your energy, chosen. But these beings did not cover their tracks they wouldn't think to cover their tracks because they really did assume that their agenda against you was going to work. They believed it 100%. And it's largely because so many of them worked together for such a long period of time against you that they thought that it was going to be successful. But now they are learning. They are learning that your spiritual team never sleeps on you, chosen. They never have slept on you. You've earned the right to take this new path. And this new path is going to lead you towards real collaborations that's going to bring real abundance here. Okay? A lot of you have really powerful gifts where people love you. You inspire people. You guide people. You uplift people. And so doors are going to be opening because a lot of people want to support you. A lot of people want to see you take this new path. But for your enemies, though, there's chaos in the making right now. They're all fighting up against each other. Like, I told you to do it this way. Why didn't you remember to do it that way? How come you forgot to, cover the tracks on this side? So now they're all in an uproar, blaming each other. One to the other. It's not my fault. It's your fault. Pointing fingers. Now they're not working so well together. But this is what comes with the territory when you try to work up against a chosen seed who's done nothing wrong. You all have been minding your business, focused on your purpose, becoming the better version of yourself. Meanwhile, these beings have been behind the scenes doing whatever they possibly could, because for them, it was all about damaging you, bringing you down. But they really, really thought that if they just kind of got a little close and pretended to be your friend or pretended to want to work with you, if they pretended to care about your vision, that somehow they would blind you with this illusion long enough to keep you from paying attention, chosen. That way, you would blindly walk into the ditch that they had created for you. This was a massive fail. Like, this was an epic fail. And these beings, a lot of them, they're just going to sit there embarrassed. They're going to sit there embarrassed that they put in all of that time and energy just to turn up empty-handed, just to watch you receive your blessings, just to watch you receive this amazing news and beautiful opportunities that's coming towards you. This is a true embarrassment for these beings. All those hands, they had all hands on deck, y'all. All of these pea-brain heads put together still couldn't come together well enough or have enough intellect to work up against one person. And that's because you're not just anybody. When are they going to learn that you're not just anybody? I guess when they're down in that ditch together, fighting with each other. Like, how do we all end up in the same place? How do we all end up in this compromising position? Because see, the thing about it, they spent so much time digging that ditch. That thing is deep. I'm talking about they was up burning the midnight oil, digging these ditches for y'all, chosen. So when they fall into these ditches, there is no one there to lift them up out of it. They can't even help each other to get out. They can't even help each other to get out. But they will have company. At least they'll have company, right? Misery loves company. So at least they'll have company while they have to deal with the energy that they had set out and sent towards you. I don't think they're going to handle it so well. I don't think they have the strength or the power to push through the trials that they had actually set out for you, chosen. They don't have it in them. They don't have the strength because they don't have a connection to the Most High Mother and Father. So they can't replenish their energy. They don't have the healing salve. They don't have the intuitive abilities to be able to tap in to understand how to get themselves up out of these situations. So this is literally their fate. This was their last attempt. They had the opportunity to say, hey, let's just pull back. You know, somebody in the group could have just said, look, I don't even want to work up against this person. If I really look at this person hasn't done a damn thing against me. You know, real talk, we just doing this because we mad. We doing this because we're jealous of the chosen. We're doing this because we haven't healed. Okay. We're doing this because we really hate ourselves. Right. Somebody out of the group could have had enough common sense to pull back, but none of them did. But they was given signs and synchronicities, though. Yeah. They was given signs. I'm telling you. They ignored them. That was their choice, though. So they also chose their fate in the process of working up against you. They're not going to be able to get themselves up out of this. This is going to be their forever cycle. This is their fate for the rest of their time here in this avatar. And in this lifetime, their fate is to remain in that ditch. And whatever that ditch looks like, it looks exactly the way that they had it set up for you. So if they wanted you in poverty, if they wanted you mourning, if they wanted you ill, if they wanted you lonely, if they wanted you in fear, whatever they had set out for you, chosen, that's the rest of their existence in this physical realm in this lifetime. That's a hell of a ditch, ain't it? Damn, they good at digging them things. They dug it so damn deep that when they fall in it, that is literally where they're going to take their last breath. That's the energy that they will sit in for the rest of their lives. Was it worth it? Was it worth it? Y'all keep on going down that detour. Take that different route. You're being pointed in another direction. Your spiritual team is ensuring that you are safe, you are protected. So if you find that there are changes happening in your life, embrace those changes and know that there is a true reason as to why you was rerouted. It's for your highest good. Beautiful things will come from it. Don't resist it. Just go with the flow. Listen to your spiritual team and just know that your enemies are being handled. That's my message for you all. I love you. Like, subscribe, leave a comment below. Let me know what you think, and I'll talk to y'all next time.